Okay students, in earlier lecture we tried and understand what is Bruce-Pagan test of heteroscedasticity. Okay, in this particular lecture we'll try and understand how to run a White's test of heteroscedasticity. Actually Bruce-Pagan and White's test are quite similar. At least let's see the steps and then you will see. So first step is to run this regression. Okay, and we are testing for this homoscedasticity as null hypothesis. So first step is to run this OLS regression as usual and obtain the U hat squared. And in the second step, in Bruce-Pagan test, what we used to do, we used to run this regression only on x1, x2, so on up to xk. In White's test, what we will do, we will run regression of this form plus few more variables, x1, x2, x2, x3. You can put delta k1, delta k plus 2, x1 square, delta k plus 3, delta k plus 4, x2 square, means cross terms x1, x2, x2, x3, and then their squared versions in this regression. For instance, we are regression, suppose we have only these three variables, x1, x2 and x3. So in that case, not only we need to include x1, x2, x3 in the regression model, but also include x1 square, x2 square, x3 square, and then their cross terms, that is x1, x2, x2, x3, and then lastly x1, x3. Okay. So that is White's test of heteroscedasticity, and then the rest of the steps are as usual. You will obtain R square from this regression, multiply with number of like sample size, obtain NR square. Then this LM stat is chi-square distributed with these many degrees of freedom, the number of variables that you have included in this regression model. Okay, so that is the White's test of heteroscedasticity version number 1. Okay, so the only difference between Bruce-Pagan and this is that we are including the cross terms, but the cost here in this case is that there are like a lot many degrees of freedom are lost because you are including too many variables here. So the remedy to this thing is to run the alternate version of White's test, that is this thing that I will explain in the next video. Okay, thank you.